What's up guys, Dylan Sigley here. Do you want to know the steps to building a real online business? Most people seem to make it super complicated, but there's really 5 simple steps to building an online business and getting it to do the one thing that matters, and that's get sales. So in this video, we're going to break down those 5 steps so you can build a real online business and get from A to B as fast as possible without all of the fluff and bells and whistles that are usually included when building an online business. Have you ever felt like building a real online business that drives consistent results, freedom, and control? Online business can feel uncertain, confusing, and overwhelming, but what if you had the vision, mindset, and actions to get from A to B and building your online business step by step so you can live a life of freedom, consistency, and control? But before we jump into the video, don't forget to hit subscribe and the notification bell so that when I release more marketing strategies, tactics, and stories, you'll get notified. And if you like the video, don't forget to like the video. So let's jump into it. Most people make building a business, and especially an online business, super complicated. But at the end of the day, the only thing that really matters in your business is your ability to get sales. It doesn't matter if you have a fancy website, your logo doesn't matter, the colors you choose don't matter. The only thing that matters is sales. So if we can take that premise, the fact the only thing that matters is sales, and use that to extrapolate and create the system for building an online business in the fastest way possible, these are the 5 steps that we would end up with. And if you implement these 5 steps, it's all you need to building a real online business. So what I'm going to use as an example here in the application of these 5 steps is a service-based business, which I always focus on, of course, with drop servicing. It's all about figuring out the right offer and putting that offer in front of the right people. And if you can do that, you're going to be able to get sales consistently. And the more you put that offer in front of the right people, the more sales you're going to get consistently. So the faster you'll be able to grow your online business. So let's jump into the 5 steps. Now, the 5 steps are: find a business idea, reverse engineer the competition, deploy your competitive advantage, irresistible offer, disseminate your message, then test and scale. These are the 5 things that you need to implement in order to build a real online business and drive consistent sales. So let's break down each one in terms of the steps you need to take in order to get them done. So step 1 is find a business idea, and there's lots of ways you can go about finding a business idea. We can put them into 2 groups though: going out there and finding ideas that are already being implemented and coming up with random ideas yourself based on your own imagination, and then going out and finding out if they're being implemented. So for the first category, there's 2 ways you can really do it. The first is going onto Facebook and LinkedIn and going into the entrepreneur groups, the business groups, and just having a look at what other people do. And you're going to see pretty quickly that people talk a lot about what they do, and you can take what they're doing and go and have a look and see what other companies are doing this too. On top of looking at Facebook and LinkedIn groups for business ideas, you can also go onto freelancer sites like Fiverr and freelancer.com and look at what kinds of services are being offered there, because the services that are offered by freelancers are also offered by large companies, and you can be one of these large companies. But you can also come up with something yourself, right? Like, it's pretty basic, just come up with a problem to a solution, but the one caveat being just make sure that the solution you come up with can be offered and delivered digitally, because obviously we're building an online business here, so we need to be able to solve that problem completely online. So the next step, once we've found our business idea, is to reverse engineer the competition, because we don't want to reinvent the wheel here. We want to do something that's already working out in the market, because the people that start brand new businesses and build entire new industries usually end up failing or end up with a bunch of arrows in their back, meaning they lose a lot of money in doing so. And obviously we don't have a lot of money to lose when we're building our first online business, and we probably don't have some amazing idea like Bill Gates did, or Mark Zuckerberg, or whatever it may be. We need to find something that is actually already working in the market so we can simply replicate that system and get similar results. Because most likely we're not trying to become a billionaire or anything like that, we're just looking to get freedom. And to reach that freedom level income that we're after, we just need to build a business that's already working out there and get some of that income flowing our way. So you can quickly figure out whether your business idea is one that is being implemented by a lot of companies already by doing a quick Google search. And what you're going to see in that Google search will be some ads and also some organic results. So the results for your business idea can be either, and you really want to see at least 5 different companies offering your service, offering your business idea, and then from there there, you can validate whether it's a good idea or not, and you can start looking into your competitors and seeing exactly what they're doing and what their offer is, so you can start to backward engineer it and build your own system based on theirs. Now, once you've got a good idea for what your competitors are doing and what their system is by doing a bit of competitive research on them, you can then go about deploying your competitive advantage or building your irresistible offer based on this. Because as an online business, we have a competitive advantage over the traditional businesses out there. Because we're completely virtual, we can take advantage of communication technologies and a global labor pool to make our costs a lot lower than our traditional brick and mortar competitors. So we can deliver the same level of quality at a much lower cost than our competitors and even undercut them on price. And that ability to undercut them on price because of our much lower cost is a competitive advantage and allows us to build an offer around that lower price. And the beautiful thing about it is we don't need to offer these lower prices forever, because once you have a few clients paying you month after month, you're going to hit your target freedom income pretty quickly, and you won't need to worry about constantly searching for new clients, so you can start to charge more and more over time. But now that you've found a business idea that is already working out in the market, and you've created an offer based on that by combining the freelance teams that you find with the competitors that you find, you can start putting that offer that you craft out into the market. Now, there are many ways to disseminate your message across the internet, but there's two really groups to this. You have the paid methods, where you need to pay some money in order to disseminate your message, and then you have the free methods, which usually take a lot more time to go out and do it because you're not willing to spend any money on doing it in the beginning. So the free methods include cold email, social media, social outreach, and then the paid methods include Google, Facebook, LinkedIn ads, etc. Now, what you choose will really be based on how much time or money you have to invest. If you have more money, you're going to invest in the paid methods because you have less time, right? You might have a full-time job and you don't have so much capital to invest in your business, and you don't have so much time to invest in your business in the beginning, but you have a bit more cash and capital that you can put in and scale it up. So that way you'll more likely go for the paid methods rather than the free methods because you have more money than time. And then vice versa, right? Maybe you don't have a lot of cash to invest, you only have a part-time job, or you're in college, then you have more time most likely to invest in your business. So you might be able to put a few hours a day into it and putting your message out there. But it's really best to decide on one of these marketing channels in the beginning. Don't try and do all of the marketing channels at once, because if you do, you're going to dilute your attention across all of them and you're not going to be able to master any one. Whereas if you focus on one, you're going to be able to get results with it a lot quicker because you're going to find out what works and what doesn't a lot quicker. You only have so much time and energy and money to go around, so it's better to focus that all on one point. But once you've crafted your message and figured out which audience you're going to put that message in front of, it's time to actually go out there and test it. So you're going to take your message and you're going to put it out there via whatever marketing channel you decided on, and what you need to do at this stage is test. You want to test different variations of your offer. You want to test your headlines, your text, your images, your audiences that you're going after, your landing page, the sales process. Test everything, because as you scale up over time, your cost per sale is going to go up. So you're going to need to be able to maximize your conversion rates in order to keep costs as low as possible. And then what you can also do is start building out the back end, meaning once someone makes a purchase, offer them other things that they'll be likely to be interested in as well. And that way you can increase your lifetime customer value, or average order value essentially. That way you can increase your lifetime customer value and you'll be able to spend more to get more clients, giving you a competitive advantage once again. And on top of that, once you've got a system that's working, once you've got an irresistible offer and you're able to put that out into a marketing channel and get results, you can start expanding into more marketing channels and even copy and paste the entire system into a completely different service and scale that way as well. So there's so many options, but the most important thing with this is just keeping it simple. These 5 things are the only things that really matter in building a real online business, and if you focus on these 5 steps, you'll be able to build a business and get clients very quickly, and you won't need to worry about all of the fluff and bells and whistles that people usually discuss, because getting sales is all that matter, and if you focus on these 5 things, you're going to get sales very quickly. So look forward to seeing you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.